share a couple different things with you guys. One being, you guys are more powerful than probably what you may ever realize. The individual person can change the world. I'll share a story about how that's possible, because what you do doesn't affect just you. Also, a secret to success that I've discovered, I've studied success, I've tried to figure out what is the main secret behind it, and so I want to share a couple different things. The first thing, as far as my story is concerned, is my whole life, growing up, I've been big, and I've been trying to overcome that. And my whole entire family is built like me, so we suck at a all-you-can-eat buffet. We will eat that place out of business, that's not an issue. In addition to that, it's become generational. It's almost like a curse that's been put upon my family. All of us have been big, but I ended up being one of the biggest that's come out of my family. So I've learned that I had to fight in order to change things so that other people in my family, the people generations after me, don't have to deal with that. So one of the things that I realized that in my life is I was the first person to graduate from high school in over 20 years. Brothers, sisters, family, cousins, aunts, uncles. But the best part about that is I may have made that change for myself, but the people after me, my cousins, my brother, have graduated high school. I have cousins pursuing college when it was never an idea that we could ever do that. We weren't known for that. We were known for going into high school and finding these labor jobs, finding sales jobs, where all of us, in my family we're really good at sales because we're really good at talking to people. We're relational, we're funny. And so a lot of us are in different positions as far as that's concerned. Another thing, alcohol has destroyed my family. I've watched uncles lose everything. I've had one uncle lose his life because of his alcoholism, because he was addicted. And I made a decision early on in my life that I would not let alcohol destroy my life. I would not let it dictate my life. And as far as I know to this day, any generation after me has not had that issue. None of my cousins, my brother hasn't had that issue. It doesn't mean that they didn't have a beer or a glass of wine or whatever it may be, but they have not allowed it to destroy their life. They have not allowed it to dictate their life. I've seen it where alcohol can come in and ruin someone's life. How does that tie into my story? I'm going to change the future for my family and for the generations after me so that they don't end up with the same weight condition that I ended up with, the same health conditions that come along with that. I've been very fortunate where doctors don't understand why I don't have diabetes, why I don't have high cholesterol, why these very things. And the only conclusion is I was not created to be this big. See, we were created, inside of us is the power to change the world, to change individuals. I don't think, let me say that again. Yeah. The power within inside of you, you were created to change the world, to change individuals. You have the power to create life within inside of you. That means you can actually change somebody's life. Somebody can be on a ledge ready to jump off, and you have the ability to prevent that just by being you. Who you are this is a hard thing for someone to actually grasp. Who you are is perfect.
Yes.
You don't actually have to change a damn thing about you.
Yes.
Sorry, there's children. You don't have to change anything about you. There is a bunch of belief systems that are actually intended to empower you, but they've been indoctrinated with this belief and this idea that we suck and that there's this higher being that says that we suck. But that's never been the case. I've studied most of the belief systems that are popular, and they don't tell you that you suck. They actually say that you are the salt of the earth, that you are the light in the darkness, that you actually have the ability to raise people from the deadliest places in their lives and cause them and give them a reason to live. You possess that power. The last thing I want to share with you is the secret to success. The secret to success is this. Define your own idea of what success is. If I try to live Anthony's definition or Forrest or anyone else's definition of success, I will always fail. Because I cannot succeed in somebody else's shoes. I have to figure out what success is for me. And then when I define that, I begin to live that. And part of that is also discovering who you truly are, who you were intended to be in all reality. And when you discover who you really are, you find out what you're really meant to do. Some people say if you really want to know why you're alive, find out what you'll die for.
Yes.
If you want to be successful, define it for yourself. The other success and happiness, I've studied both. I was in a real bad time of depression, if you ever read my blog, and I was suicidal, and I wanted to know how to be happy. and it was a book. It was like called like the shortest book of happiness you'll ever read, and it was like 10 pages, so it was definitely great. But basically, it comes down to this: defining what happiness is for you, or defining what success is for you, is the first step. Secondly, and you guys already have it, if you're here today, you already have the second step. That is having a community around you that supports you and what your goal is and what your idea of success is. That way you can push forward. So you guys deserve a round of applause, because without you guys, I'm not capable of doing what it is that I want to do. Thank you.
Man, we could finish off with that one. Right?
All right, well.
That's amazing.
That was amazing.
We got that on video, so make sure you check out the Facebook, right? And YouTube's too as well. Our second speaker